personalities deep in vanity, and no clarity. Is this reality? Personalities deep in vanity for eternity. Is this reality? Personalities deep in vanity for eternity. Is this reality? Is this reality? Just one more. Personalities deep in vanity for eternity. This is reality.
Chosen. That is quite understandable.
Example or a difference between an intuitive extrovert and an intuitive introvert.
Well, you have chosen a somewhat difficult case, because one of the most difficult types is the intuitive introvert.
Yeah.
The intuitive extrovert, you find them all underspank.
Yeah.
That is quite understandable. Yet the introvert part is more difficult because he has intuitions as to the subjective factor, namely the inner world. And of course that is now very difficult to understand, because what he sees are most uncommon things, and he doesn't like to talk of them.
Yeah.
If he's not a fool, because he would spoil his whole game by telling what he sees, because people won't understand it.
I think I'll die with it. Without courage, what is a life again? All this shit, I may not die with it. Without music, what is a life again? For all these times, they act like they know what's right. This is my own life. I am the one decide. For all these times, oh, I'm done with misleading lies. To fight who am I can't afford to hide tonight. Uncertainty and this way of artistry, just pain and melancholy plus a drain on currency. Most try to listen to you got some social proof, and trust me, such a thing no one pursues unless you're an artistic fool. So, whatever, if this feeling ever hurts. You've been trying for years to figure out what you really are. When you found it, the world denied it. Life's a bitch, make sure you notice. As long as you can leave. One more hurt feeling and I'm not bothered. Used to all existential sorrow, not the suffering is usual. The effort I'm putting in is not for survival in this fucking world. In fact, this makes things worse. Keep creating while not making a dime. My body's never been alright. Life lives until the daylight and late night. This is what remains of my soul's and spirits. I chose to save my music, another piece to be finished before it no longer exists. All that's left is my legacy. Though happiness is no longer offered, still I have to leave for significant others. Holy shit, I mean leave it without courage. What is life again? Holy shit, I mean I'll die with it. Without music, what is a life of kid?
Have you seen enough? What's been happening on Earth since the dawn of a humankind? We devour, we rise, we grind, forever evolve and multiply. See, time's an incessant loop, looking innocent. Past, future, and present, it all always be the same. The pattern all remains. Might be different in presence, but stands still in essence. Either war or peace, humans are struggle to live. Yet the will won't sleep, one pause, one cease. So many ideologies in our human history, either right or wrong, being alive or gone, only pain. Prolonged. Some were born in a war zone. Some were born with an overdue war. They bleed, they toiled with silenced voice. Step with the infantry. The soul's industry. Love is an obligation. Truth is reputation. And power facing desperation. Survive the moment and survive the system. While some others sit in a prison, nothing victory, not even luxury. To live, but you wish to die, is worse than dying already. So, what the misery of the same-old tragedy. They justify the sacrifice of human life, like a Nobel Prize with a decent prize for the grand design. Some die for cause, some die for laws, die for flags, or some corporate tax. Propel the advancement with their investment. Children's lack of food, one matter is the greater good. They instill the hate to own the state, power in their hand, but they can't decide the end. When could you ever realize so many lies in the history books, so many chains in the judging looks? Humans divide by skin, by faith, by borders, colors, by caste and place, as if birth were fate and justice war of face. They preach to the world about equity, preach to the world about empathy. But can't you see, classism is the only thing ingrained in our human brain. Lord tries to climb the ladder, up but always chases the ladder. Do high position, it's just a forever unstable game that they all have to keep it tamed. The crisis came for those who could not maintain. And love is never enough to erase the pain. I told you, Lane, doesn't need to be 1,000 times for you to leave but see no change. I ask you why. Have you seen enough of what's been happening on Earth?
See, life is full of contradiction. You're happy, you adore it, you melancholy, you deny it. I say, it's the dilemma of our human existence.
What if the human beings never exist? The world itself never exists, and you never exist.
Then it's nothing.
Is it better that there is forever nothing?
There is no such thing as better when you're referring to nothingness. And nothing is forever, even nothingness. Out of nowhere, everything will start from nothing all over again. Then soon, there's gonna be life forms such as human beings, and you see, we will suffer again as a life form. Actually, to live is to suffer is to live, and suffering in itself is actually intriguing. melancholy, happiness. Life is full of contradiction. Thus, it is what makes us live vividly.